Should we test levels? We good to go? All right, we're good to go. All right, let's go. Welcome to the Calgary Olympic Oval for Day 3 of Canada Cup number 2. And we are back to the sprint disciplines today with men's and women's 500s, 1000s. So it's going to be a good, fast day. Lots of pairs, though. We're going to be moving through them quite quickly. Hope you've enjoyed everything so far, everybody. My name is Gavin Day. It's just me this morning. No Leo Landry. He'll be around later for the Canadian Championships this evening, which will be the men's and women's 1,500 meters with placement team selections on the line there. But for now, it's just the Canada Cup competition. We will start with the men's 500 meters. And there is the first pair of the day underway. Magna Notland of Norway, Konrad Nagy of Hungary. 10.27 opening 100 meters for Notland, 10.63 for Nagy. It's just 1 1/4 laps, a quick splash and dash for these two. Nagy, veteran of World Cups. Very close race as they come down the line, just about neck and neck with Nagy moving ahead, coming to the line. He sets the fastest time right off the bat. 36.61, 36.83 for Notland. Not much of a break as we get into the next pair. We're going to quickly run through these 34 pairs in the men's 500, but it'll be done before you know it. And there you go, right as we say that. Frank Roth, Antoine Roger next up on the track. Did a 500 a couple days ago. Roger came third with a time of 36.43. Roth sixth, 36.78. Roth from Alberta, Roger from Quebec. Check the armbands. That's the white for Roth, red for Roger. And they are away. No stopping them this time as they come up to the time check at 100 meters. There's the bell. Very close start between these two, and it looks like it's Roth by just 100th of a second. 10.22, Roger 10.23. As they go down the backstretch, they'll make the crossover. Every time down the backstretch, there is the crossover where they switch lanes. Today, it's just the once, though, as it's the 500 meters. A quick sprint around the oval. Coming down inside 100 meters to go. They're stride for stride, very close. Another evenly matched pair. This one's going to be close at the line. 36.32 Roger, 36.36 for Roth. The two fastest times so far out of the two pairs that we've seen. So let's see how that compares. Roger went 36.43, so he goes a little bit faster than that. Roth the same. Next pair ready to go, Jérôme Détanque from Quebec, Jeff Ross from Alberta. Ross actually last night competed in the Canadian Championships. Clean getaway from these two. Coming up to the time check, 9.96, 9.99, the two fastest opening hundreds we've had so far. Détanque with a little bit of advantage, looks down, drives down that back stretch, and they make that clean crossover. Ross moves into the middle, wants to get a bit of that draft. As he gets into the inner lane, they round that final corner. Ross now looking like he moves into the lead just a little bit inside the last 100 meters. Détanque trying to close that gap. It's going to be Ross. He goes 35.93, fastest time. Détanque 36.3. So every pair has gone faster so far today. Connor Woods coming up against Inigo Vidondo. Vidondo out of Spain. Woods out of Manitoba. Vidondo in the Spanish yellow and red, matching the flag. They are away cleanly. There is the bell at the 100-meter mark. It's Woods in front. he goes 10.24. That's the 5th fastest opener. Vidondo 10.43. That's 7th. Down the stretch they come. Vidondo with some work to do to try to chase it down. I don't think he's going to do it. Woods takes the pair, 36.27, second fastest time. Vidondo 36.82. That puts him 7th. Quickly going into the next pair. Pair number 5, Robert Winter and Connor Howe, both of Alberta. Woods 36.27. Last night he skated in the Canadian Single Distance Championships and he went 36.13. So a little bit slower. Dakotah there in third went 36.3 today. He went 35.87 last night. Winter and Howe now on the track, both out of Alberta. Howe finished 4th in the first 100 meters a couple days ago, 500 meters a couple days ago, going 36.55. Time check, 200ths between them, 10.32, 10.34 for Winter. Winter was 10th with a 37.06, trying to beat that. That was his time from a couple days ago. As they hit the corner for the final time, a little bit of a wobble there from Winter. Very close down the stretch. This one's going to be another close one. A good pairing at the line. The reach. Who takes it? 36.25. Howe goes faster and into second. 36.29 for Winter. Max Halleck now on the inner lane against Antoine Gagnon-Lamarche. Gagnon-Lamarche 7th a couple days ago with a 36.92. Halleck 13th, 37.34. Halleck from Quebec. Gagnon-Lamarche from Quebec. Halleck from Alberta. They are away. Looks like a little stumble off the line from Gagnon-Lamarche. She's got to quickly get up to speed. Halleck has a little bit of an advantage as they come to the bell with 400 meters to go. Gagnon-Lamarche pulled it back, 10.41, both of them through the 100 meters, identical times. This is just an all-out drag race for 500 meters. Go as hard as you can. No real time for strategy, it's just go. Using that inner lane is Gagnon-Lamarche. She pulls away a little bit from Halleck as he comes to the line inside 50 meters, reaches 36.86. 36.73 for Gagnon-Lamarche. He wins that pair. Halleck goes 12th. Gagnon-Lamarche goes 9th. 7th pair. I'm going to point out the 9th pair where it's William Dutton and Laurent Dubreuil, a rematch of last night at the Canadian Single Distance Championships. Dutton has to chase a standard time, which is why he's out today. He came 2nd. He beat Dubreuil. Both of them will be going head-to-head. That's going to be a bit of a showpiece race this morning. Right now, though, Hubert Marcotte from Quebec, Cody Miller from Alberta. Miller 8th fastest a couple days ago. Marcotte 18th. And it's Miller with the early advantage. He goes 10.07. 3rd fastest time, 10.45 for Marcotte. Marcotte behind after 100 meters, gets a bit of a draft there. Actually, that's Marcotte, and Marcotte will wobble, loses a lot of speed around that corner. Miller's going to take the pair unless Marcotte can pull something out late. Doesn't look like he's going to do it. It's going to be Miller at the line, 37.12, 37.59 for Marcotte, 13th and 14th fastest. Eighth pair now on track. Manitoba's Simon Coots against Nicholas Hiller from BC. Coots 21st the other day with a 37.76. And they are away. There's a look at them now. The two skaters wearing the Calgary oval skin suits. It's going to be goes 10.4, 10.73 for Coots. Now it's a matter of building up that speed into the back stretch. Hiller, look at that draft he's going to get. That's going to play advantage to him as he goes into the inner lane, gets past as he comes up to the final straightaway, using that draft to his advantage to build a bit of a lead. Hiller looks like he's going to win this pair as he comes up to the line. Coots chasing him down, but it's Hiller, 36.88, 37.55 for Coots. And here it is. The pair, it is just going to be Dutton actually. No Dublé as he scratches. He was just on the start list, but it is Dutton, and he's chasing a standard time today. The standard 34.47. Dutton goes 34.53 yesterday. Humboldt, Saskatchewan. Story for Dutton. He retired and came back. He has to find any stumbles. And just a few strides in, Will Dutton, it's over just like that. We'll see if he gets a reskate, but it was within a few hundred meters, or it was within 100 meters rather. And that might just do it for him as he looks down. Shake of the head. Over before you know it, and we'll move on to the next pair really quickly. 10 of 34. Jacob Graham from BC, William Soe from Quebec, the next to go. Looks like they're gonna have a look at the ice. Might have been a chip taken out. They'll do some quick patches. Dutton came second at the single distance championships last night. Needed a standard time though, and looks like it was over a few strides in. Like we are going to just keep waiting as they want to make sure the ice is in good condition. Still just in a bit of a pause right now. We'll wait for the whistle to bring the skaters to the line. You can see the patch is still going on. There's a blast of the fire extinguisher to flash freeze the repair that they've been doing, as there was a chunk taken out of the ice there. Looks like we are set to resume. Graham and Sohier on the track. Bit of a delay. Now they have to refocus, get settled back in. They are away cleanly. No ill effects from having to wait that little bit, being iced a little bit as they wait for the fixes to be done. It's going to be Graham coming to the line first. His time 10 flat, 10.46 for Sohier. Third fastest opening 100 we've seen so far today. Now Graham looking to just make it a complete lap now. Graham goes into the outer lane. Sohier into the middle. Less than 100 meters to go. It looks like Graham is going to skate away with this pair. Sohier trying to chase him down, but it's Graham looking strong as he crossed the line. 35.79. He puts up the fastest time of the day so far. Sohier 37.59 into 17th. Two Alberta skaters now coming up. Thomas Van Dyck and Adrian Hannigan. Van Dyck 22nd a couple days ago with a 37.86. Hannigan 15th with a 37.35. So half a second difference between these two the other day. That's not a big gap in speed skating. It's a couple meters, if that. They get away cleanly. Looks like a first quicker couple strides from Van Dyck. It is very even though as they come up to get the bell. This race is over before you know it. Let's check the split time. 10.35, 10.52 for Van Dyck. So not much of a difference between these two. They are going to cross over. Hannigan's going to get that nice draft from Van Dyck as they go down the back stretch. Hannigan now into the inner lane. And it's Van Dyck who comes out of the corner with a bit of an advantage. Hannigan with the lead. Van Dyck trying to chase him. Hannigan at the line. He goes 37.36, 37.47. So they both went faster than the other day. Thumbs up there. Jonah Iltebis from Ontario. Christian Liebzeit from Manitoba. Easy way you can spot them out as you see on the graphic, white and red. That's the armbands they wear. White, you're starting on the inner, red on the outer. Coming up to 100 meters. There is the bell. Close one here again. 10.51, 10.55 for Iltebis. Going down the back stretch. Liebzeit trying to chase down Iltebis. He had a small advantage, and it looks like he's just going to add to it using that inner lane, pulling away from Iltebis. Now some work to do for the man from Ontario. Liebzeit leading it, driving to the line, both arms going. He kicks 37 seconds flat, 37.79. Iltebis goes a little bit faster than the other day. Liebzeit was a 37.43 the other day, so he goes faster as well. Dybert and Muller, both from Alberta. We saw Caleb Muller in the Canada Cup yesterday put up an impressive 5,000 meter time where he won the thing. Now he's trying to rally, compose, and see if he can sprint the same way as they go through 100 meters. 10:42 for Muller. Dybert 10:83. They do a clean crossover. It is still Muller leading the way. Inside 50 meters, Muller won the 5,000 with a personal best. And he crosses 37:42, 38:47. Muller went 37:52 yesterday, or the other day, in the 500 meters. Already at pair 14 of 34. There's Josh White from New Zealand on the inner lane. Max Brandt from Ontario on the outer. White skated in the 5,000 meters as well in the Canada Cup. Brandt was 19th in the 500 the other day with a 37.67. Check the first split through 100 meters. 10.41 for Brandt, 10.73 for White. White was 31st with a 38.48 the other day in the 500 meters. Brandt is going to use that inner lane to his advantage, takes the lead as they make a charge for home. It's going to be Brandt taking the pair. White with a little bit of a wobble right at the decisive moments. It looks like he was making a gain down the stretch. White had the faster lap, but Brandt takes the pair 37.45 and 37.68. So White goes much faster than the other day. Oliver Scharf from Ontario now. John Hrynchuk from Manitoba on the outer lane. Both of these guys, we've seen them quite a bit already. Done a few races. Back for more today. And they are away cleanly. It's Scharf on the inner lane, Hrynchuk on the outer, both in the matching Calgary Olympic Oval skin suits, brand new for this year. They come up to 100 meters, 10.43 for both of them. Even time through 100 meters, nothing separating these two. Let's see what happens down the back stretch. Hrynchuk now chasing him. Scharf as they come to the last turn, just inside 200 meters. Hrynchuk using that lane to his advantage as he takes a bit of an advantage. Scharf has some work to do to chase him down, not dropping both arms, still with just one arm going. Hrynchuk will win the pair. 37.8, 38.07 for Scharf. So Scharf goes faster than he did the other day. Scharf had a 38.48. Hrynchuk a 37.74 the other day. Pair 16 of 34 has Sam Pollock on the inner lane and Matthew Laxton of Ontario on the outer. Clean start for both of them, and we're off in another 100 meters. Pair 16 of 34, almost halfway through this Canada Cup number 2. Through 100 meters, Laxton 10.53, 10.82 for Pollock. Laxton put up a 37.89 in the first 500 meters a couple days ago. Pollock went 38.68, so Pollock with a guy who's gone faster than him. It's a chance for him to try to keep up and chase him down as they're inside 100 meters. It's Laxton with the lead. Pollock not far behind. Let's see what Laxton does at the line. Reaches, almost falls, 37.7, 38.25. So Laxton just a little bit faster than the other day. Pollock also putting up a faster time compared to his other day, 38.25. Just quickly scanning that here. Going into right the next pair, Thomas Méline from France. Anders Johnson, 26th the other day, 38.24 was his time. Méline, 38.84. Clean start. Méline is on the outer. Johnson, the inner. Make that flip that. Johnson's on the outer, Méline the inner, 10.48, 11.07 for Méline. As Johnson goes over the top into the inner lane, already with an advantage. Always a good sign for a skater when you know you're going over the top, moving onto the inner lane. Johnson trying to better his time from a few days ago. He was 38.24. He comes to the line, grimace on his face, 37.44, goes quite a bit faster. 38.46 for Méline. Went 38.88, so both skaters going faster than the other day. Next track, Cédric Brunet from Quebec on the inner, Garrett Gledhill from Manitoba in the outer lane. Felt like a long pause there, but they get away cleanly. Brunet and Gledhill. Gledhill 28th with a 38.3 the other day. Brunet 36th with a 38.84. They come through 100 meters. 0.06 of a second separate the two as they move down the backstretch. Brunet with a bit of an advantage. Gledhill now tasked with chasing him down into the inner lane. As he moves into the lead, Gledhill holding a bit of an advantage. It one is going to be close, though. They come to the line. It's almost stride for stride. It's Gledhill who takes it. 38.11, 38.28 for Brunet. Next pair, Dawson O'Brien from Alberta, Hunter Hewlett from Manitoba. Hewlett 33rd the other day with a 38.68, 38.53, pardon me. Clean start from the two. O'Brien was 39th the other day. This was 2 days ago with a 38.97. A lot of people are going faster today, though, in their hundreds. 10.77 each, an even open 100 meters. Just a matter now of who can build up a faster speed and maintain it as they round the corner into that home stretch. Hewlett, O'Brien close through 100. Hewlett looking like he's pulling ahead a little bit, very wide. As O'Brien now tries to chase him down. Looks like Hewlett still has an advantage, 38.72, 38.92 for O'Brien. Just a little bit faster for O'Brien. A little bit slower for Hewlett than the other day. Actually, yes, that's correct. Marc-André Doyon is next. Eric Orlovsky from BC. They are away cleanly. Doyon was 41st 2 days ago with a 39.07. They come up to the bell, 10.52 for Doyon, 10.73 for Orlovsky. Orlovsky put in a 38.77 a couple days ago. Little words of encouragement from the coaches. Leo Landry, if he was here, he says he can't say much in a 500. One or two words that they'll pick up and try to use the rest of the way as Doyon leads this pair inside 100 meters. Orlovsky swinging those arms, trying to close the gap, but it's Doyon at the line. 38.15, 39.05 for Orlovsky. Doyon likes that one. Doyon was 39.07 the other day, almost a whole second off his time. High five from his coach. He is happy with that one. That's what you love about this, is that you almost know right away if someone is pleased with their race, and Doyon was very excited with that one. Joshua Hathaway, Tyler Hartleb, Battle of Alberta on the track now. Hathaway was 42nd with a 39.2 the other day. 10.78 for Hartleb, 11.01 for up to the inner lane. Hartleb looks like he's made up the stagger. Now moving ahead as they go into the final 100 meters. Hartleb trying to beat a 38.94. We've seen a lot of people going faster today so far. Hartleb, he crossed the one with a 38.5. He does indeed go faster than his previous effort a couple days ago. 39.74 goes Joshua Hathaway. As we move down the Canada Cup start pairs, a lot of them we're going younger and younger. So a lot of these guys just getting some early races in by comparison. Some of the guys who go earlier are veterans by comparison. Noah Bauma from Ontario against Mark Golden from Alberta. Golden 40th a couple days ago with a 38.97. Bauma put in a 46th fastest time with a 39.75. Very even through 100 meters as they come up to get the bell. Slight advantage being pulled out. 10.75, 11.19. That is Golden with the slightest advantage. Good clean crossover as they were very close to each other. Always the danger that something happens. Leo likes to point out that it is the outer skater has the right of way, but as they come to the line, it's Golden leading the pair to the finish. Golden 38.89, Bauma 39.66. So Bauma under not 39 seconds. And Bauma a little bit faster than his time the other day. Pair 23 of 34. Paul Coder from Alberta. Against Oliver Lindenskov from Denmark. Coder 49th the other day with a 40.07. Lindenskov 43rd with a 39.46. So not much separates these two. And it's Coder looking like he's pulling out an early 100. 10.8, 11.17. Lindenskov was faster 2 days ago. Let's see what he can do with less than 400 meters to go. He has to chase down the backstretch now. He has that benefit of the inner lane coming home. Coder leading the way at the moment, but here comes Lindenskov charging up the inner lane. Still some work to do for Lindenskov. It's going to be a very even skate, but I think Coder takes it just barely. 38.81, 39.35 for Lindenskov. So Coder, after going over 40 seconds a couple days ago, he goes faster today. Antoine Parent from Quebec. Alexander Horst from Saskatchewan. Horst 44th 2 days ago with a 39.63. Parent 50th with a 40.11. I saw a little bit of movement there on the inner lane, but they waited until they stabilized, and they're off and away cleanly. No bringing this one back as they come to 100 meters. See the big size difference there as Parent, a much taller skater, he goes faster, 11.11, a wobble. It looks like he might have just kept it in his lane, but he's lost all his speed, and so now Horst looking like he's going to win the pair moving into the inner lane. Parent just trying to keep things right side up inside 100 meters. It is indeed going to be Horst. Let's see what he does compared to his time the other day. 39.63 the other day. Today, 39.81 and 41.62 by Parent. There's a look once again. Always tough building and managing that speed. Just a wobble throws him off just enough to kill all that speed and all that momentum. And you're mostly just a passenger the rest of the way. Next pair, Brad Height from Saskatchewan. Always resplendent in that yellow and green. Always easy to identify the skaters out of Saskatchewan. Height 51st in the 500 a couple days ago. He skated a 40.31. Lacroix was 45th with a 39.64. They come to 100 meters, both identical times, 11.23. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. A good start gets you going, but you have to build up speed and then carry it the rest of the way. And now Horst, or sorry, Lacroix and Height. I'm getting my Saskatchewan skaters confused. Lacroix has now taken an advantage over Height. Looks like Lacroix built up the speed after an even start. He's going to come to the line, big long strides. Clocks in 39.74, 41.24 for Brad Height. So Lacroix under 40 seconds. Kieran Hansen now on track out of BC with that red armband on the outer lane. Samuel Urtebise from Ontario, white armband on the inner. Graham's time, Jacob Graham, BC, 35.79. The one to beat Jeff Ross, 35.93. Looks like those are going to be two tough ones to beat today, as Hansen and Urtebise cross 100 meters. 10.94 for Hansen, 11.17 for Urtebise. Urtebise with a 52nd fastest time with a 40.54 the other day. Hansen, though, is leading the way inside 100 meters. Hansen put up a 39.77 the other day. He goes 39.3 today, 40.07 for Urtebise. Almost getting under that 39-second threshold, and every time there's a fist pump from Hansen, he likes it. Max Crabben from Alberta taking on Caleb Hovey from Ontario. The man in black is Mr. Hovey with the red armband. They do get away cleanly. Crabben put a 40.69 in the first 500 meters 2 days ago. And Hovey was 48th with a 39.95. So we've seen a lot of guys going faster compared to their previous times. 11.36 through the first 100 meters for Crabben, 11.56 for Hovey. Hovey was a bit faster in the first 500 meters. Looks like he's making up a little bit of ground heading into that inner lane, and there he makes the pass. Around the final turn, Hovey and Crabben driving to the line inside 100 meters. It's going to be Hovey winning the pair. His time, 39.76, as he goes under 40 seconds. He was 39.95 the other day, 40.78 for Crabben. He goes a little bit slower than his time compared to the other day. Kevin Asso out of Manitoba. Dylan Kanishki from Saskatchewan. Big size difference between the two. Asso, big strong guy. Kanishki, much more lean. We'll see how those two body types match up in this 500 meters through 100 meters. It's Dylan Kanishki with an 11.1, Asso 11.26. Kanishki gets a chance to draft a little bit if he can down that backstretch. We'll see what happens coming into the final 200 meters. Kanishki put up a 41.22 in the first 500 meters a couple days ago. Asso was at 41.18. Looks like it's Asso who's going to take this one. He crosses the line, 39.67, under 40 seconds. Kanishki 43.3. So they both crack second barriers. Asso going under 40, Kanishki going under 41, and Kanishki likes that one as he goes under 41 seconds. Darius Achetti from Australia taking on Dade Meinert from Saskatchewan. We are in pair 29 of 34. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have the ladies 500, and then a lot of these guys will be back in the 1,000 meters. There'll be men's and women's. Clean start between these two, Achetti and Meinert. And there's the bell, 100 meters to go. 11.41 for Achetti, Minor 11.58. Achetti now moving into the back stretch, changing lanes into the outer lane. Both arms going. There's no real time to strategize. You just go for it. As they come to the one, Achetti wobbles, hangs on, looks like he's going to win the pair. 41.27 for Achetti, Minor 41.51. There's a look at that one once again. Achetti driving to the line. Couple pairs still to go. Ian Babulic from Ontario. Matthew Scutchings from Saskatchewan. Scutchings a 41.4 2 days ago. Babulic 41.18. They are away cleanly. They put up pretty comparable times. We'll see how it matches up in this pair. Early advantage going to Matthew Scutchings with an 11.2 opening 100 meters, 11.45 for Ian Babulic. By now the ice is getting a little bit worn. Plenty of pairs have gone over it. Going into the final turn, Scutchings and Babulic trying to close things out strong. A little bit of a stabilizing effort there from Scutchings to keep himself upright. He's going to pull away a little bit as he reaches the line. It's going to be Scutchings, 40.71, and pardon me, it's Babulic, 40.71, and Scutchings, 40.72, so that really closed up and surprised us all. By all, I mean me at the end. They both go into the 40s though. Rob Cunning and Aj Seddon now. 60th and 61st the other day. Cunning from Alberta, Seddon from Manitoba. 41.43 and 41.58. So not a lot separating these two the other day. See what the first 100 meters looks like. Two different styles here. Very stable body from Cunning. Seddon wildly swinging those arms. 11.11, 11.62 for Seddon. Now it's up to Seddon to chase Cunning down the back stretch. Set himself up to make a move on that inner lane, using it to his advantage. Manitoba against Alberta here. As they come inside 100 meters, it's closed right up. It's almost stride for stride. Let's see who has that little bit extra at the line. And it's Seddon with a 49.3, 41.05 for Cunning. Both of them going faster than the other day. Pair number 32, and we get to take a little break after 34. Nicholas Guliov from BC, Caden Witkowski from Alberta. And they are down and away. Swinging those arms to get up to speed as quickly as possible while staying upright as best they can. 11.49, 11.64 for Witkowski. Guliov with that little bit of advantage. Witkowski was that little bit faster in the first 100 meters. He went 41.65 while Guliov went 42.3. Let's see what happens here. Guliov with a faster 100 meters. Guliov gonna win this pair, pulling away a bit of a gap. The skater from BC at the line, 40.76. 42.17 for Witkowski. So Guliov going quite a bit faster than his first 500 meters a couple days ago. Inside our final two pairs, BC against Saskatchewan. Niam Nulov taking on Jordan Stevenson. Stevenson, we saw him skate in the 5,000 yesterday. More of a distance guy. Put up a 42.65 in the first 200 meters. New Love a 41.78. No time to think in this one. Just go as hard as you can. Do the corners twice and then finish. And then you can think. It's 11.44. 12.24 for Stevenson. They round that turn. It's going to be New Love taking the pair. Stevenson trying to come in with a good time. New Love inside 100 meters, both arms down now. He tries to drive to the line. His time the other day was 41.78. He goes 42.07 today, 43.9 for Stevenson. So both of them a little bit off their times from 2 days ago. Brings us to the final pair of the day. Robert Black from Australia. Dakotah Ruel from BC. Ruel from BC, and they are away cleanly. This is the 34th and final pair. We'll be back in about 20 minutes to do the women's 500 meters. As the skaters come to the line for 100 meters, it's Ruel 12.01, Black 12.09. Black now swinging those arms, trying to get back up close to Ruel, who leads them into the final turn. He's on the outer lane. Here comes Ruel down to the line, 100 meters to go. Trying to finish strong. Ruel the other day, 42.95 was his time. Check the time at the finish here, 42.42, so he takes out half a second from 2 days ago. And Robert Black with a 43.73. As I mentioned, we're going to take a bit of a break now. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the women's 500 meter races. Stay with us.